In today's society, everything is controversial, everything is fast paced, everything is on social media, everything becomes political, and ultimately everything just never ends, especially when it comes to things like being hatred and offended at other people and other things, their opinions, what they say, what they do, and things like that. So I want to take a moment to tell you guys that I think we should all just slow down in life and realize that there are bigger problems than your own. And it's not to say that yours don't matter at all or that you don't matter or anything. It's not to say that, but it's that the world is a lot bigger than you think it is. There's a lot more to life than just you, just the couple people that you know, or your family or your friends, or the problems that you have, right? Especially, it's a lot harder to see this perspective when you're younger and when you're, maybe like a teenager or you're in school, especially because the only thing you're really focusing on is, of course, school, for example, and that's kind of what your whole life revolves around. So I was there before. It is hard to really put yourself into a perspective of like there is more outside of what I've experienced, because that's kind of the human condition, is you only really understand what you've experienced. Your entire perspective on life and the world is based upon the things that you alone experience, right? You kind of become a different person every single second almost of every day. As you're watching this video, even, this might be bringing a new perspective into you that you might have never thought of before, or maybe you have, you just haven't thought of it that deep before, or you've already thought about this completely and now you're thinking about it again. Either way, it puts you into basically a new state of mind. Every single day there's something new to think about, something new to see, something new to experience, to hear, to taste, to smell, all those kinds of things. So in a way, it's like we're always evolving. So if you want to think about it, you're technically always changing, right? Now that could be a good or a bad thing. You could be going constantly changing in a good way or constantly changing in a bad way, but ultimately it's your choice. And this is why perspective is so important, and to look outside of your worldview. You don't want everything to become skewed and to only have like tunnel vision and to only focus on the things that you experience, because it's very selfish and self-centered, and we don't want to live like that. It becomes depressing, truly. And what you should do is learn how to become empathetic and see things from other perspectives, other people's perspectives, or just other points of view in general, even if it's not tied to a specific person. But you should be able to understand that not everything has to do with you. Not everything is about you. It's not always you, right? Again, it's not to say that you don't matter, but it's to say that there's always more to life. And you can see that as a good thing or a bad thing. There's always going to be ups and downs to life. It doesn't matter if it's a good or bad. It's just going to happen. There's nothing you can do. That's kind of the perspective that you have to have, is it is what it is, but not in like a depressing, angsty, rebellious teen type of way, in a way that you accept that sometimes life is going to happen, but no matter what, as long as you have God on your side and you understand that He will take care of you because you do what you should as a good person, then, well, you'll be completely fine. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. Really just look at things from a different perspective, a different point of view. Understand that not everything revolves around you and your life and the things that happen to you, but there's also so many other things that happen to other people, right? We usually go in the world, walking down the street, driving down the road, seeing other people. We probably don't think about usually that they are also people experiencing life in the first person point of view perspective, just like we are. We just see them as like NPCs basically, which is pretty sad, but everyone is their own person. And maybe if we actually stopped to think about that, stopped and slowed down and lived more in the moment, instead of being so much on social media, scrolling all the time, playing video games, watching Netflix and things like that, doing so many dopamine-inducing things constantly, 24/7, that your brain just can't keep up with. It couldn't possibly keep up with all these kinds of things, and no wonder we're depressed. Of course, life is going to feel like it goes by so fast ever since 2020, not only the pandemic, but ever since then. That's kind of when TikTok started blowing up, and everyone is on TikTok. Millions, billions, I think, of people are on TikTok. It's not good for you. Get off social media, quit the dopamine rushes, just start improving yourself the best that you can. And I'm not going to sit here and give you some BS advice like every other influencer or guru. I'm going to tell you what's actually best for you. And another thing that'd be really good for you is to have a community of other people. And I'm not sitting here selling you a course. I have a completely free community if you would like to join and check it out. Again, you have nothing to lose, it's completely free. I got a couple other people in there. I'd like to build it and grow it. But you have 24/7 access to me and everyone else. It's a chat, it's public. Like I said, it's about community and personal growth. So there's video modules in there and whatnot. I've got PDF documents and templates on, schedules and things that you can do to help yourself out, like meal planning, eating, prepping, and everything. And healthy too, like non-GMO, not processed foods, not about fast food. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to eat like McDonald's and go, play Call of Duty to make you feel better, because that's not what this is gonna be. So again, it'll be first link in the description below. I hope this video helped. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and God bless.